Hello everybody, I am DreamingOwls, and this is a video response to Son is the Father of Man. He made a video about a challenge to atheists, and this is my response. So, in his video, Son is the Father of Man asks atheists to sincerely pray to God. He asks atheists to really open their hearts and talk to God and be open about it and really try to pray to God. Then he goes on asking atheists to pray to God and ask God to help someone that he loves and he cares about, and well, I'm an atheist and this is my response. Son is the Father of Man. I'm talking about my experience, but I really think that it's a common experience with many atheists out there. And I've prayed. I've really prayed. I mean, I was born and I'm still baptized as a Catholic Christian, and I spent many years of my life praying. Every Sunday I was in church. I really tried to feel the Christian passion and faith and all that stuff, and it didn't work. I mean, I prayed a lot, and it's not that prayers didn't work, because lots of prayers worked. I mean, I remember once that it was the day before Christmas, and I really prayed God that one of my favorite cartoons came back on the television, and it did. I mean, okay, I was 11, 12 maybe. I really sincerely prayed to God, and it did. But then I remember another time I prayed for, I don't remember what it was for, but I remember praying for a lot of stuff, and some came true and some didn't. And here's the problem with praying. Let's think about about your request. Now, we all could be praying that the person you feel about, you're preoccupied about, could stay better, and maybe he or she will stay better, and then you could say, "Oh, I prayed. We all prayed. We all believed it was possible, and he or she now is doing well, so it worked. So prayer works." Well, it's not that simple, because you have to have a collection of samples to find a trend to say that a thing like prayer works or doesn't work. Because I mean, if you're going to do it, if you're going to base all on just one sample, you're gonna have a very biased view, and it's not gonna work. I mean, you'll have to pray for hundreds of times and take a close look and categorize prayers who had a positive response, prayers who had a negative response, and afterwards you can try trying to deduct if you can try to understand if prayer really works or no. And well, most Christians have a positive response to prayer, whatever the response really is. I mean, even if they pray for someone to stay better and then he dies, they don't really say that prayer didn't work. They say that prayer did work because he died fast. I mean, he died without suffering. Or maybe, I don't know, prayer did work, but God has his own ways. I mean, God has his plan, and who are we to interfere? But if this is the case, I mean, if God has his plans and if God has his own mysterious ways, what's the sense in praying in the first place? Why are we praying? What's it gonna change for all superior being? I mean, one could say, yeah, well, praying makes you come closer to God, and prayer could tell God, hey, I'm very sincere about this, and I really want this, and really feel these things. But if that's the case, well, aren't emotions enough? I mean, why should I pray? I really feel passion and love for that person. I really want that person to stay better. I'm really preoccupied. What does God want more than that? I mean, I have the most sincere emotions. What's prayer gonna add to that? Prayer isn't gonna add something. I mean, not from my point of view. If I was God, I couldn't care less if people prayed. All I could care about was, I don't know, the emotions that people feel. I want people to be sincere about what they feel. I don't care if they pray. I mean, if they're not sincere and if they're just praying to pray, emotions are lacking, and I wouldn't give a shit. But if they're really praying and really have emotions, I wouldn't give a shit about praying. I mean, it's all about emotions. So I don't really get the point of praying. But anyway, I think praying could have positive effects in a placebo kind of way, because if you think about it, I don't know, for example, you could have an exam and you could really be stressed about it, and you don't remember anything, and if you pray to God that this exam could just go well, maybe you'll start feeling confident about it. You'll start feeling positive about it, and you'll start saying, well, hell, I believe in God and I'm sure he will help me, so I might just go and do my best. And you go there and you're confident in yourself, and that helps you do an excellent exam. And then you can say, well, see that? God helped me. Oh, he didn't. You helped yourself. And the same thing could happen for me, for example. I could see my girlfriend and she could tell me, you're very intelligent and you studied and you're good at what you do, so go there and do your job. And I'm confident about myself because I talked with my girlfriend, and I know she loves me, and that love gives me confidence to go there and kick ass. So it's kind of the same thing, except you're doing it all by yourself. But hell, I mean, if it works, it works. I mean, it's okay. I don't really have an issue with praying. I think it does work if someone really, really, really believes in it. But for you to ask us atheists to pray is not kind of a challenge, and I'll tell you why. Because it won't do us any good. I mean, I could pray, sure, and hell, I will pray. I promise that I'll go and sincerely pray. And I'm pretty sure that it won't do me any good. I mean, I don't believe in God, but I'm pretty sure that this will do you a lot of good. And that's because of the same placebo effect I was talking earlier about. Because if you see all us atheists praying to God and praying for that person to stay well, I don't know, maybe you'll feel better. I mean, it's like not being alone and knowing that you have the support of many people and many persons here on YouTube. So it's more than a challenge to atheists. It's a request of help to atheists, and I really do hope that the person you care about will soon stay better. So, well, this is everything. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. I'm DreamingOwls, and I hope you dream them too.